April 12th, 1989. At approximately 0:30 local time, long-range Soviet cruise missiles and submarine incursions were detected inbound and around Puget Sound, home to key naval facilities including Bangor Submarine Base and Bremerton Naval Shipyard. This is the enemy's first concerted attempt to degrade America's logistical and naval infrastructure on the West Coast. The attacks appear to be part of a pre-landing bombardment aimed at softening resistance ahead of a possible amphibious operation. Our task force, along with coastal defenses and air patrols, must intercept and eliminate incoming missile salvos, hunt hostile submarines before they can strike again, and ensure the safety of critical facilities in and around Puget Sound. Welcome to mission number 4, Sanctuary Under Siege. Hey there, welcome back to 89 Red Horizon. Today, cleaning up submarines and defending against cruise missile strikes. We have our work cut out for us, and there are lots of targets that need either investigation and or sinking. This is a pretty interesting area of operations, and we have lots of assets to start investigating the area. Over here, of course, you have the New Jersey. This is armed with a couple of land attackers, tomahawk and ship missiles, as well as harpoons, and of course a couple of 406 aka 16-inch guns. I don't think those 16-inchers are going to be particularly useful, but we'll see. With her is the Champlain. This is a Ticonderoga class cruiser. We also have the Parch under here. Parch is an SSN 683. That means it's an older Sturgeon class. But she has been kindly outfitted with a couple of Mark 48 Mod 6. Behind her is the Nox, and the Nox is going to be able to help her with her helicopter. So let's get that helicopter out there as quickly as possible, load it out with ASW, and start hunting. There are a couple of neutral merchants about. Over here we have the Krautwagen. I'm not sure if it's all the way from Germany, but it's an interesting game for a ferry. There is also the Fife. This is D991. She does come with a helicopter, so let's load that out for searching. There is an unknown aircraft up here. Let's ask them to kindly identify themselves, and they agree. Over here we have the airbase, and we're going to start launching whatever we can. That's going to be a P3C, an ASW Hunter. EI-6B, I will launch that, because I need an electronic warfare aircraft to deal potentially with incoming missiles. Not sure yet. We got F4s, F14s, and a couple of Sea Sprites. A couple, literally. We only have 2. Over here we have the Davis, the Rodney M. Davis FFG60, and she's also going to launch a helicopter. And we have the Dallas. Way to go, Dallas. The SSN 700, again with tomahawks, both anti-ship and land attackers, as well as 12 Mark 48 ATCAPs. There are plenty of things around. Let's start asking a couple of these if they would like to chat. Some of them do, some of them do not. So we're going to have to investigate. And unfortunately, as of right now, I don't actually have any aircraft around. Cannot communicate. Can you communicate? Does not respond. Some of them do respond. Here we go. That's a neutral airliner. That's the merchant behind me. That's a nice big tanker. Identify yourself. You only got a surface search. Oh, sorry, that's the helo. I was wondering, how the hell do you only have a surface search? Come again? New submerged submarine. 7013. Which is where? The Dallas has it. Okay. Well, Dallas, I want you to stay quiet. I want you to not give your position away. We're going to send the Sea Sprite to investigate. You are immediately going to get a nice new job, and you're going to fly over there once you've taken off. That's just one of the submarines that we know of. I'm also going to start getting the airbase ready with a couple of F-14s. We have only 4. Not a lot. Let's hope it's enough. I'll send both of these up in teams of 2. And then we got a couple of F4s. Not my favorite aircraft, but it's better than nothing. And I guess I'll load these out with additional air-to-air loadouts. We got no air-to-air long range, so it's going to be air-to-air standard both. Yeah, that leaves me pretty much with one P3 and one SH2F. That's it. That's all I get. Alright, let's start getting some of these helicopters to do something useful for me. These birds are going to be scouting out the area. And it is possible that we are not alone. It's possible that they're already hiding out in the sound. Which means we have to start combing the area. So that's exactly what we'll do. I don't think there's going to be a layer here, but you never quite know. Let's just start laying some soda buoys here. Listen in on the entire area. Over here, the 5 is going to be doing something similar. I doubt they would have made it all the way past the 5, so I'm not going to look there. I'm going to just drop buoys here. It is possible we'll see some submarine activity over there. 5 herself, I'm pretty much going to treat as a mobile airfield. Really, her only job is to provide a landing platform for her helicopter. Potentially throw out a missile or two if I so see fit. But until we know what those things up here are, I have no intention of preemptively shooting them. Because it is possible that we would be shooting up... Ah, there you are. That we would be shooting up something that does not mean to get shot up. What I really want to know is, what is that? Cannot communicate. Okay. Can you communicate? Because you're slightly higher up. Cannot communicate. Okay then. Range from the Dallas to the suspected submarine target is 40 miles. So we cannot effectively engage it yet. Actually, update that. 30 miles, not 40. 3-1. Okay. So we've got one airliner. There's some unknown something over there. The 5 is going to take this bit. We're going to take this area here. Let's just scout this out. Intermittent drops. Anybody so much as drop something overboard, I'm going to be able to hear about it with the sonobuoy. Rook 1. Electronic warfare bird. Take up, go to 6,000. And see if you can talk to whatever this thing is that's flying around. It does not respond. We're going to intercept that and investigate. You don't respond, but I very much doubt you would be wanting to party. If you do, I will shoot you. It is really that straightforward. If you turn out to be something hostile, I will shoot you. Backdoor 1 is in position to potentially help out against the Dallas here. Well, not so much against the Dallas, but against the Dallas's contact. Status on Davis. Davis, I want you to go ahead 1/3. You are using the towed decoy. You got that deployed. Good. We're going to go active sonar as well. We have them on sonar from the passive Dallas. Good. Don't know what that is yet. Let's let that develop. Over here we got 3 units. Talk to me. Fishing boats, assumedly all of them. Affirmative. Fishing boats, not a problem. You already have your orders. And you are? A fishing boat. Good man. Not a problem. And you are? Fishing boats. Confirmed. Something else here. What are you? Not responding. Okay, do we already have F-14s up? Thinking about it. That's Wichita 3-1. We got Dagger 1 over here taken off. Wichita 1 is airborne. Alright, Wichita 1, I need you to go here and investigate this, because I don't know what that is, and I don't like that position. I don't like not knowing what these 2 aircraft are. We're going to investigate, we're going to see exactly what that is, and potentially shoot it out of the sky if needs be. What is this? Keeps popping in and out. It's a steam plant. I doubt it's a knock, so I'm going to assume that's a merchant. Which could mean that this guy is kind of making use of the noise that the merchant's making to make himself difficult to detect. That's my suspicion here. Alright, Wichita 1 up. Wichita 3 up. State your identity. Airliner. Can we communicate with these birds using the other aircraft? I don't get why they're not communicating. They just simply do not respond. Already? That's fast. Come again? 7022 classified hostile air. Okay, we got one MiG in there. And potentially something else. Interesting. Backdoor 1 is the P3. I need you to stay clear of that fight. You cannot win that. Wichita 3. Move to assist. Climb to 37. Where is Dagger? Dagger's taken off right now. That's both of my F4s. Dagger 1-2 preparing for takeoff. Move. Go to 37. We lost the MiG. And I don't exactly have a good air platform available to scout. I don't have an E2C, I don't have an E3A. So I'm going to be a little blind. I did have a radar station of some variety. At least I thought so.
New air contact detected.
Oh, it's the radar site next to the airbase. That's the one that's doing the detection. What sort of radar you got? Out to 248 miles. Okay, we can use that. The problem is they might not stick to a very good detectable altitude. If they're flying lower, you're going to make it more difficult to detect. Okay, what are you by now? Charlie 1, 2 or Vic 3? Okay. You're still not taking the action I wish you to take. Move. Backdoor, move over there. We're trying to get to some stupid waypoint here. Thank you. This helo's doing what I wanted to do. I still have the 2 helos from the Champlain. For now, I don't really have a job for them. Are you close to a mountain or something? No. Okay, good. That means I'm going to turn your air search on. And I'm going to try getting some better definition on whatever these air contacts are. We have them on the search radar from the base radar next to the air base. It could be innocuous. It could be deadly. We'll have to investigate. I've just lost all these contacts. I don't like that. That's more give or take where they are. Let's turn that powerful air search view on. There we go. Wichita 1-1 has him. That's the airliner. I'm telling you, this color is not good for me. As a colorblind person, I can see the contrast between this radar medium echo here. But this and its background is shit. I cannot make out that text. I can barely make out the icon. So that is something that I would like to see changed. Because it's making the game unnecessarily more difficult for me. I almost missed it, but look at this little thing here. Hello. Investigate. There's a submarine inside the sound. They made it all the way in. Unless this is a biological, I'm going to pursue that. We're going to launch another helicopter. And we're going to investigate that thing. Quickly. I'm not sure how we picked it up. I suspect it's the perch. Yeah. Very sneaky. Very, very sneaky. Also, there's still something up here. Airliner. Okay, good man. Means you don't have to shoot you down. Doing 5 knots. Depth 125. Based on how close they are to the shore, I'm surprised they can submerge at all. You got... Oh, you got 500 below the keel. At a depth of 195. Not bad. It's much deeper than I expected here. Okay, let's drop a sonar buoy on top of him, figure out what they are. We are not getting a whole lot of detection confidence from this thing. There we go. Classified hostile. We're gonna move on to engaging it. Straightforward, move to kill. You are in possession of just standard torpedoes. Nobody really has the ability to shoot this thing with an ASRock, so that's unfortunate. Okay, seeing as airliners typically don't fly in formation, I'm going to say these things are hostile. Shoot. We're also going to shoot the other one, 7027. I really like the setup of this mission. The way that the terrain is used, sort of against you, I really like it. Then again, so far, the scenarios that I've seen, this is mission number 4, they've all been excellent. The premise, I'd say, is credible. The way that the AI behaves, of course, takes a bit away from that, but that's no fault of the mission designer. The backstory is good, there's a continuity in it. I really like it. I think it's an excellent set of games, or an excellent set of scenarios there. Mark the X. Still got an intermittent detection on contact 7026. Let's see if we can nail the guy. We're only 5 miles out. 4. 3.5. Have a go, Sea Sprite. Second Sea Sprite's up and available. Lost it. Doesn't matter. This thing doesn't really have anywhere to go. It can't dive very well. It cannot run away very well. So I think it's not going to have a whole lot of opportunity to escape the prying eyes of a Mark 46. New air contacts. Yeah, we're getting some radar returns here now. Okay, torpedo away. What are we chasing here? Please say it's not an airliner. The game already considers it hostile. There's 3 of them, not 2. Multiple submerged contacts. They're dropping sonar... No, they're dropping noisemakers. Tu-22. Negative. MiG-25. It's an interceptor. Well, it was. And unfortunately, you, my friend, are dead too. Okay. So that's that. I'm going to assume then with that, this guy is also hostile. Shoot. Status on the torpedo. Unclear. I think the torpedo is going for the noisemaker. Attack again. Dropped it straight out the door. Goodbye. Okay, it's good that it's fairly deep here, because that means that the torpedoes don't typically immediately slam into the ground. This Mark 46 is going to figure out it's been fooled. It's going to turn to the right, or starboard, and at some point it's going to go, hold on, there's something big out there. And I want to bite out of that. And that's what we're doing right now. Oh, you couldn't find it? You could. Where is he? No, it's not multiple hostile submerged submarines. It's actually one noisemaker. There you are. Aha! Sneaky man. Sneaky man. Sneaky man took a torpedo. Okay. That might be enough, it might not. I'm not sure if this torpedo is going to still find the target. It's on a course of 120, I think it might. Yeah, it's going for 7026. Okay, that's good. We got another AIM-54 going towards 7028, which, if I'm not mistaken, is another MiG-25. Right there. The thing is, I was warned about cruise missiles, not MiGs. So, those MiGs, well, they definitely got some distance. Oh! You ain't no MiG. That's an IL-38, isn't it? Was. Keep an eye out for USSR recon aircraft. This was the recon aircraft. Okay, 7028, classified hostile air. Yeah, well, it's been dead already. So that's not a problem anymore. Torpedo has hit the track 7026. So that's... what was it? Victor 3? They've been hit twice now. That should teach them not to just invade US waters. I'm going to see if I can get this thing on a very close encounter with my helo. They're coming up for air. I've got no propulsion, so I need you to go directly on top of the helicopter. Oh, sorry, on top of the sub. Because they're coming up. And I wouldn't snap a picture. In the meanwhile, we're going to have you drop a sonobuoy along the way there. And another active over there. Is there a layer? There is. Okay, that changes the deal. We're going to have to drop a second sonobuoy then there. And then an active. And then another active. There. Okay. So, what's your story? 400 feet. Get over here. 320 feet. 270. Stop. 220. 200. I suspect we'll have a submarine submerging pretty much directly, well, surfacing directly below us. Victor class sub destroyed. Good work. Oh, come on! I've been cheated. I have been cheated out of a good time. I was really hoping to snap a picture with him. Dallas has another contact. Okay. What do we find? What do we find, Dallas? Dallas has reacquired the submarine, which is barely moved, but is now storming into this area at 20 knots. But why? Why? What's your... I don't get it. Why are you rushing in? Range to the buoy? 8 miles. Rocket closer. Multiple air? Inbound. T-95. That's the secondary priority. The higher priority is these bastards. Dagger 1. Get your butt over there. Double time. Wichita 3-1. Floor it. Over here we're starting to drop sonobuoys. Over here we're dropping nice amount of sonobuoys. It's a shame you cannot use sonobuoys to track surface contacts anymore, but I get it. From a gameplay perspective, it was a bit too easy. The Sea Sprite's coming back to the Nox, which has just sailed over the Parch. New radar contact 7064 says Wichita 1-1. Yeah, that's a Soviet formation. All of them. Are you not going to fly into a tree anytime soon? You are confirmed friendly? Cannot communicate. Can you? Does not respond. These incommunicative bastards are going to get themselves killed. Because at some point I will shoot them. Either accidentally or to teach all merchantmen a lesson to watch their damn marathon and listen to the radio and talk when being asked to. Dagger 1. You're not going to have the range for a long time. You got a 10-mile range short, 31-mile range long. Which of the three, however, is in range. So, you gentlemen, weapons free. One away. Please tell me you're going to take a little bit more initiative than just engaging one aircraft. That would be phenomenal. Did you engage everything else? No. Okay, listen. We're going to target this thing again. You've already engaged 7061. What are you talking about?
Engaging track 7065. Air search on.
Get the air surge involved. Oh, snap. That's KH-22's going for what I suspect is Davis. So, we're going to activate your air search. And hopefully you can defend yourself, because you're getting no help from anybody. We have no other options right now. Lake Champlain has a missile? Hardly. What's the range in those? 90 miles. If I'm drawing with my ruler, they're going to bypass the Davis.
Turn to course.
What did you shoot? What exactly is it that you're targeting? Get your butt over there.
Roger, gate. Contact faded. Track 70. Contact faded. Track 70.
Where are these things going? It makes no sense. They're on a course of 126. 126 takes them nowhere. Not even to an airport. Not to the Davis. I don't know what these things are up to. At what range can you shoot? 25 miles. Well, I suggest that you get your missile launcher ready, because we're about to have some inbound weapons. 7074 classified hostile missile confirmed. These are at 75,000 feet. Can you already engage or not? No, not yet. Situation here. The USSR bomber wave destroyed first, however. Keep an eye on the sky. Raiders are detecting more bombers in the air. That is understood. Which to 3? They're standing by. Dagger. There's more up there. We're going to continue on our course. Wichita 1. I need you to murder that Tu-95. Just go with one sonobuoy and then start dropping torpedoes on this thing. Depth, 450 feet. I need you to make this first one a deep buoy. Let's go with an active. Active below the layer. There. Then I want you to take up position here. Prepare to engage. Okay, what are these missiles up to? Can we shoot them? Maybe a little bit? Nice shot with the sun in the background. Unfortunately, we don't have the angle. That's unfortunate. But not to fear. Lake Champlain is here. And Lake Champlain is, in fact, a VLS Ticonderoga. So she is giving these missiles all she's got. Okay, we have you. Engage. Fam, fam, fam. So these KH-22s are like chasing ghosts? Or they have been... They've been targeted at the Champlain somehow. I very much doubt that the Victor 3 could hear the Champlain. So how did you find this ship? How did you know what to shoot? Because this thing was out there barely making any noise. So what's that about? Okay, you're going after that one. Excellent. Means one can move north. Dagger 1, get your ass over here. Torpedo status. Torpedo has seemingly acquired the target that we're after. And he's engaging with some passion. Go after him again. Not sure one Mark 48 can kill it. And this guy is getting fooled by the noisemaker. Okay, second torpedo out. You're gonna RTB. Backdoor is here to take up the slack. Oh, brother. I expected you to intercept all of them. Nice work, Stealth. Activating your ECM 1 second in advance is a little late. I completely expected the Champlain to survive, because typically she's able to shoot down every single missile. Unfortunately, not right now. And as such, she was murdered by a KH-22. New active contact, 7104. That's a new noisemaker. Over here, the Mark 48s. Mark 46s are hunting. And we have killed off the Tu-95. Wichita 3-1, classify hostile. That should tell Wichita 3-1 that they can go hunting. There you go, good man. We're now freshly out of missiles. There are 2 aircraft that we have engaged. There's a 3rd. You unfortunately are not packing anything anymore. Dagger 1. You might need to take up the slack. We're going to engage this guy. We're going to do that now. Thank you. Hit track 7052. That's the submarine here. And there is another. So you are not a Victor class, or you would have been carrying a towed array, which you are in fact not. Charlie 2 class submarine destroyed. Soviet submarines have been neutralized. Great job. Good. So now we're only dealing with an air threat. Most likely. And I think we can pretty quickly eliminate that. Dagger 1 here is kind of the backstop. Wichita still has aim 7s. So let's push these aircraft into a position from where they're going to be useful. You're already trying to perform a pursuit. Good. How are we getting on with the aim 54? Anybody see a Tu-22 out there? Yes. Right there. Targets aplenty. That's 1. And 2. Oh, this sunrise is gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. This thing is flying off into the sunset. For all intents and purposes, the sun is setting on it as well. That shoots. These AIM-54s really don't care about your chaff and flares. So, toast. Looks like it'll be all... That looks to be all the USSR bombers destroyed. Mission accomplished. Puget defenses intact. Your task force successfully repelled coordinated missile and submarine attacks targeting the naval base and ports of Puget Sound. Defensive networks held and critical infrastructure at Bremerton and Bangor remains operational. However, the scale and precision of this assault suggests it was more than a probing strike. It was preparation. Intercepts and radar data indicate enemy naval groups consolidating farther south, possibly preparing for a second push. The west coast is officially a front line. Stand ready. Stand ready we shall. Unfortunately, one of us is not going to be standing ready. And that is the poor Lake Champlain. Had I actually done my homework and turned on my ECM, I might have had this cruiser survive. Right now, though, I messed up. It's that straightforward. I messed up and she sank. So, failure on my behalf. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the mission, and I will see you soon for mission number 5.